Aloha! Coming to you today, the beach in front of Pat's at Punalu'u. This is an 8-story condo building, the northeast shore of Oahu. Uh, the building has been pretty well maintained through the years. HOA, very active in the maintenance and the upkeep. They're always doing stuff there, keeping it nice. Prices there, right now, low to mid 200s for units with no ocean view, no ocean access, up to the very penthouse units, up to a lot of the middle units, a nice ocean view. They're in the 300,000 range. The top story penthouse, 700,000 range. They have a pretty strong claim to being legal vacation rentals. For the building, they've fought that and tried to maintain that. There's also, you can't see it very well, but right here next to the building there used to be a restaurant there. The HOA still owns that space. Collectively, the owners own that, and there's a fair amount of value just in that building site as well. They've looked at different options, what they could do with it, perhaps selling it, and at this point they're still in process. Wanted to also talk about next door, what's called Hanohano Hale. It's also a condo project, but it has not been, again right here on the beach, has not been maintained quite as well as Pat's. Really got run down, poorly maintained, a lot of deferred maintenance. The tenant mix there was undesirable, I say. There is, it's not a land lease, it's what they call a sandwich lease, but it effectively works an awful lot like a land lease with the original owners, developers of the property. Those are starting to expire over the next few years. I think they can be bought out as well. These units are $80 to $100 to $110,000 per unit. You do have the lease. The HOA maintenance fees are quite high, but it's because in the last couple of years owners have banded together. At least some of the owners have fought to get problem tenants out of the building. They are putting an awful lot of money into the plumbing maintenance and upgrades and rebuilding electrical. The sewer system that's in the parking lot, they're going to redo all of that. So they've got high maintenance fees, but it's because they're putting a lot of money into the property. It's an intriguing investment. Pat's at Punalu'u is very popular with investors that want vacation rentals, and the numbers, the return on investment is pretty decent there. Hanohano Hale is a different game. The HOA has said no vacation rentals, no rentals less than 30 days, regardless of what the law says on their unit. They are just saying no vacation renters in there. They are working to get the place fixed up. The units can be bought relatively inexpensively right now, and an investor is likely not going to make any money on this for a few years because so much money is being put into the property to fix it up. I've got a gut feeling in a few years this place is going to be a pretty nice condo project. The sandwich leases will all have expired by then, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see property values jump in this project. I don't know what's going to happen. I've thought about putting some of my own money into the property, buying a unit. I don't have cash right now because I'm buying a home here in Hawaii, but it's an intriguing investment option for somebody who can afford to break even for a few years with the hopes of getting a nice return over the course of time. So just something, glad to answer any more questions I can about it, get you some of the numbers, rental numbers and expenses, HOA and everything else for both of the units. I'll leave my email address below. Feel free to email me, reach out to me that way. I do ask, and I'm glad to answer questions for free, but just my general ask is if you are consulting a realtor for help with real estate questions, please compensate them. Make sure they're getting paid on the deal. This is how we support our families, mortgages, rents, vehicles, everything else. This is how we take our kids to get shave ice, is selling real estate. So I do ask that you, if you're consulting with a realtor, that you not take advantage of that for free. Love to hear from you, ideas, questions about anything you want me to do another video about. Mahalo.